And all right, so I'm going to back up just so you can see me. If you can't hear me, let me know. What we're going to start with is just a straight leg kick, straight as possible as you kick up. And we're going to do the same thing. Just go into the space that you have. If you have limited space, do what you can on this. Just go back and forth. Normally we'd be doing these from the double sideline to the double sideline. So you can do about 60 feet worth of this. That will go into a lateral lunge. I'm going to stay on one side, on one leg as I go. But feel free to go to one side, turn around, and hit the other. But again, just about probably 8 to 10 each side on those. So this is our dynamic warm-up, so we'll go not super quick through it, but we'll go fast enough where we're getting our heart rate up a little bit, getting joints lubricated, getting some blood flow to the muscles. All right, this next one is a combination move. So we're gonna go from a reverse lunge onto that back foot, down into like a deadlift, a single leg deadlift. So one more time, I'm gonna go back into my lunge, knees at 90 degrees, come back on that back leg, and then balance on that leg. And then I can go back into the lunge again, perform the same movement. So it's a little bit of a coordination movement. You'll stand up on that back leg and then balance on that one. Kind of go down to a toe touch. And again, you'll probably do about 5 to 6 of these on each side. About 10 or 15 more seconds to do a few more reps on those. All right, next we're gonna get the hips working a little bit. So imagine you've got like a wire or a fence that you have to step over, and you're gonna swing your leg over on either side. So from the side, it looks like I'm bringing my leg over. So I have to bring my leg back and around. So you really want to get that hip moving inside that socket. So we'll do about 10 each going forward, and then 10 each going back. So it's the same thing going back. I'm just stepping over that wire that's about shin height, knee height. Step over. And you can also do this on the same side like this, where I'm stepping over, stepping back. I kind of like to do it where I'm moving forward and just really get those hips warmed up. Next, go ahead and move along as you like. You don't really have to go at my pace here. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what we're going to do next before we get started. So we're going to go into a high knee skip. So my right arm goes up with my left knee. And vice versa. Then after that, we're going to go into a butt kick. Want lots of repetitions here. This isn't about covering a lot of ground. This is about really getting those legs on higher heels to kick your butt. Five more seconds for that. Then we're going to go into a side shuffle. So only in the space that you have available is fine. Thinking about staying low. Then we can go into a karaoke. That's where I cross over in front, cross over behind. I'm going to use my upper body to really help rotate my hips. About 5 more seconds of that. And we're going to combine our front crossover with our side shuffle. So if you think about when you're out wide, you've got to cross over and then side shuffle back into place. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to combine them. So crossover, side shuffle, crossover, side shuffle. So I'm only crossing over in front and then adding the side shuffle right after. Crossover in front, side shuffle right after. Again, a little bit of coordination here. You might be only able to do 1 or 2 of these across. That's fine. So another 5 to 10 seconds on this one. And good job. All right, that is our dynamic warm-up. We're gonna get into some athletic development here. Another kind of hip burner, glute burner here. These are called monster walks. So we're gonna get down into a ready position, but we're gonna get low in this position here. So I really wanna feel like my glutes are activated here. Basically, I'm down here on my heels slightly. I don't wanna be forward here on my knees with my back straight. I wanna be down here. All I'm gonna do, take a step out slowly while maintaining this low position. So from the front, down here. So I'm not coming up with each rep. I'm gonna stay down the whole time. You're gonna do about 8 to 10 each side. You're really gonna feel this in your glutes and in your hips. 8 to 10 each side. Stay as low as possible, and you really wanna feel like if someone had a hand over your head, you wouldn't be coming up to hit their hand. You'd be staying low and really level across. Challenge yourself to get low too. If you can get really low here, keeping your chest up and staying down in this position, it's really gonna help. Start to fire the right muscles and get those warmed up. All right, next up, we're gonna be on the ground. We're gonna go into shoulder taps here. So we're gonna be in a push-up or a plank position. And I'm just gonna bring my hands up to touch my shoulder. If you need help, you can go a little bit wider here. Get the base of your feet wider. It will help you support your body a lot cleaner. With little wobbling. And just do about 8 touches per shoulder. And if you have any issues with shoulder or elbow, wrist, you can do this as a hold, where you don't have to support on one hand, or you can just skip it. I'd rather you be safe than aggravate an injury. All right, last thing. When you're ready, you can have a cone, put a cell phone, put a towel, put a piece of paper, doesn't really matter. This is just a cone tap. We're just bringing our feet up. We're gonna try to do this for about 45 seconds. It's a really good cardio. Here, get the heart rate up, get the body temperature up. That's really the goal with the warm up. Get you ready to move, get you ready to hit. Fifteen more seconds. Keep those arms athletic too, so we're up here. And time. All right, so if you were doing the conditioning with us last week, you remember that our breaks are gonna really be close to what we're seeing on the court. So right now is one of those 90-second breaks where if we were doing a changeover, we were switching sides. This is gonna be very specific to what you're gonna get in tennis. So this 90 seconds is a great time to grab that towel, grab some water, and get ready. You won't need your racket for the first couple things we do. And we're gonna go interval timing on this one. We're gonna go 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for most of what we do today. So be ready to work with some good intensity for 30 seconds. and then we're gonna rest. So this is a really good time to learn how to control your breathing, learn how to get that heart rate down in that short amount of time, and then be able to go again. Again, how specific is that to tennis? You do that every single point. You're gonna be running down balls, you're gonna be chasing down shots, and then you gotta do it again 20 seconds later. So for this one, you'll only need, we're not going to go yet, about 30 seconds. You're only going to need about 5 feet. You have to think about this as if you were going from double sideline to single sideline. The alley's only 4.5 feet. If you have that amount of space, you'll be able to do these. So we're going to do a little bit of a repeat of what we did before, but we're going to bring that intensity up. So this is just an alley shuffle. So imagine I've got 5 feet space in front of me here. So you can see that. All I'm going to do is start on one side, shuffle to the other, push off that outside leg, and go until time is up. So if you're ready, if you started already, that's fine, but go ahead and go. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Feel that you're loading on that outside leg to push back. So you're staying low, to load up, and push off your outside leg. Halfway done. Five seconds. And time. All right, so here's our 30-second break. Again, the break is there because it has to be. You have to be able to reset both mentally and physically. So again, use this time to control your breathing. Find a way that you like to get that heart rate down. Some of you, it might be walking around. Some of you, it might be just kind of hands on the hips, whatever it is. We're going to do that two more times in 5 seconds. Ready, go. The lower you stay, the stronger you'll be too. You can get that butt down, but keep your head and your chest up. So we're moving side to side. Really strong base. You've got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. 30-second break here. Again, the intensity is going to be pretty high here. We'll get breaks every couple minutes. Again, think of these as points. Everything that we're going to do later today too, think of it like a point. Think of it like a rally. So this is the time where you're picking up balls like we talked about before. You're toweling off, talking to your partner, that kind of thing. 5 seconds. Same thing. Shuffle side to side. 3, 2, 1, go. Pay attention to how you're moving too. You want to stay strong in that outside leg. So push off. Stay low. Try not to click the heels together as well. Make sure we're staying wide with that base. Halfway done. Time. Very good. All right, we're going to use the next 30 seconds for you to take a break, for me to explain what the next one is going to be. So we're basically doing the same space, the same 4.5, 5 feet. I'm going to start on the outside of one. I'm going to the other, but now I'm backpedaling. So now I'm going forward on the fast feet, push off strong, and be ready to get that weight to shift going back and forth. We've got 5 seconds to start. And go. 3 rounds of this. This is forward and backwards. Change of direction. Tennis players change the direction in every point a lot. So the better you are changing direction side to side, forward and backwards, pushing off different feet, staying balanced while you're moving, the better this is going to translate to the court. 5 seconds. And time. 30-second break here. You might find one is easier than the other. You might find that laterally we're a little bit stronger. Forward and backwards, we're probably not as comfortable. Not that we're not good at it. It's just something we probably don't practice a lot. Be okay with that. Be okay with that, because this is where you will improve. And we're on again in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. We're doing these without a racket first, just so you can get an idea of what the movement feels like, and you can really own this a lot better than having that racket to kind of change your focus a little bit. So this is round 2. We're going to be on to round 3 in just a minute. 5 seconds. Time. Very good. 30-second break here. This is our last one. Then we're going to get another 90-second break. Then we'll be able to get our rackets. One more work period. Finish strong on this one again. We're just kind of adding on to what we started with our dynamic warm-up. 15 seconds. Remember, use this time wisely. Get that heart rate down. Start to take work on the breathing. Towel off. Grab the drink of water. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, last set. Be strong here in this one. Good intensity all the way through today. Teaching you how to decelerate as well, especially when we're having to move in a short space. You're having to use the feet the right way to stop and then restart that momentum the other way. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, 90-second break. Use this time wisely again. You can treat this like a changeover as well. On a changeover, probably we would sit down, right? We would sit down for a quick minute, grab the drink, towel off, right? Start to focus on the next points, the next exercise. You will need your racket for this next one. We'll expand the space a little bit here. So again, just listen. You don't have to start working yet. I want this to be about the width of a service box. So from the center line to the single sideline. So we're not talking a ton of space, but definitely bigger than the 5 feet we were talking about before. So this is the 30-second line test we started with last time. We're working on the crossover and that push off that outside leg. So we're going for time here on this 30 seconds. How many cones can I touch from side to side? Okay. Your racket's going to stay in your dominant hand. You're not going to turn. You're going to be facing the same direction every time. So I'm facing the net right now. You can imagine you're doing the same. And it's a crossover. Load that outside leg, push off to get there. 15 seconds before we get started. I'm going to watch you all first do this because then we're going to try to beat our score here, okay? So 5 seconds. Count how many cones you touch. Again, if it's 15 feet across, is fine. 10 feet is fine. The goal is really just to get the work rest ratio down. And go. 30 seconds. Count as many as you can. This is one I'll probably have you do a lot during these workouts. This is really good for you to keep track of your progress on your own. 5 seconds. Keep pushing. And time. Count the one that you were headed to. So if you didn't quite get there when I called time, count that one anyway. We're doing a 30-second break here. This is really going to spike that heart rate really, really high. So use this time to relax and just start the breathing and see if you can focus on bringing that down. That's a learned skill, and it's something that you can get better at as you train it.
Hey, Adam, I just went to go get water, so I missed what you did. But are we shuffling or crossing over?
It's the crossover. Yeah, you want to focus on getting across here and then getting that outside leg there to push off to cross over again.
Got it. Thank you.
No worries. All right. Round 2. Go. Yeah, and if you need to modify this at all, feel free to. This is really not meant to be torture where you have to do it all the right way. Obviously, if we were on court, we were not coming off a 6-week layoff, it'd be a little different. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Goal is to beat your score. If you're not able to, no big deal. You can also just kind of temper that first effort. So you're not going full out to start. You're really just kind of making sure that you're ramping up into this so you feel a lot stronger here. And we got about 10 seconds left in this cool down. And ready, 3, 2, 1, go. A little bit better at this the more you do it. You will physically be able to do it better as well. Your strength will improve. You'll get that higher number, no problem. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, good effort there. I'm gonna give you about a minute here. So this is not really a true rest period as we would normally get, but we're just gonna transition to our next exercises. We will keep the racket in our hand. This is just more reaction speed and getting technique down with the split step. So last week we were doing our ready steps. Become more comfortable with what these are for you. So again, mine are here. I'm ready between shots. So let's say we're rallying, I'm here. I'm kind of always bouncing. So I'm always in between shots. I'm ready for that next ball. So I want you to, again, find what that is for you. It might just be we're bouncing in place here. We're just kind of getting the feet going a little bit here. So we're going to do a quick, we got 15 seconds here. We're going to do 20 seconds on this and 10 seconds off. So it's going to be ready steps. When I say split, you split. We're going to do 20 seconds of that, 10 seconds off. All right, so start with the ready steps. And we're starting now. Split. 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 Be quick out of the split. Split. 10 seconds. Split. 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 And time. Rest for 10. All right, ready, go. Ready steps here. Split. 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 5 seconds. Split. And time. 10 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ready steps. We're bouncing, we're moving, we're getting ready for that ball from the other side. Split. 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 Get low in the split, wide in the split. 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 And time. Last 10-second breaks. We're going to do another 20 seconds on this one. Then we're going to get into our footwork pattern for the day. Ready? Go. Ready steps, and split. Split. Split.
Split before you said.
Split. 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 And time. Good stuff. All righty. So take a little bit of a break here. This one last week was pretty, I would say non-technical in the sense that we were only pivoting up to one step and then coming back. This next one is very close to what a crossover step is when we swing. This is gonna be on wide balls. So this is called a slalom step. So what this looks like is when I've planted this outside foot to swing, it's not a ball that I can get here. I have to take one more step. I have to come through the ball or through the swing to get to the ball. And then I have to do my recovery step on the other side. So imagine I'm on the run. I've got a ball here. I'm open stance. I push off to swing and step through with the left and then the right foot. So what that looks like reverse. So I've loaded that outside leg. And I've crossed over with the left, right. So it's load, cross, load. So I'm going to be heavy on this outside leg to recover back. So go ahead and try that here as we're kind of resting. Get comfortable with it. I'll take a look at how everybody's doing. Yeah, that's it, Rhea. Good. If you don't have the space to do this with a racket, you don't need the racket because it's really just it's essentially a front crossover. Don't need the racket, you can use the racket. But use this time to get comfortable with it because then we're gonna add a little bit of an intensity here as we go. If you are having trouble with the coordination, walk through it. Boom, boom. You don't even have to swing. Then when you get better at it, it's swing, step, step. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do 30 seconds of forehand to on that slalom step. So it's then crossover, side shuffle back to the starting position. So now we're incorporating that recovery step from the warm-up. Okay? So 30 seconds of that. Ready? And go. If you've started already, no big deal. Practice the open stance. The right or your outside foot is going to be slightly behind. When you go. You're not stepping in front. At most, you're stepping laterally, directly to your right. 10 seconds left. And time. Anybody have any questions on that, on the technical aspect of it or anything? It's a little challenging at first, especially when you're not hitting a ball. But again, the goal is to get our feet moving, get us kind of used to recovering out of those moving positions here. Got about 5 seconds left here, maybe a little bit longer. Forehands again. 3, 2, 1, go. 5 seconds. And time. All right, let's do one more round of the forehand. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Really load up that outside leg to initiate the swing. Not and then push off. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, next one is the backhand side. This is gonna be a little trickier because we don't actually hit as many open stance backhands as we do on the forehand side. But it's gonna be the same concept. Pushing off of this left leg now, crossing over, ending up loaded on this outside leg again to cross over again. So from the back view here. Okay. Same thing, might be a little more harder to coordinate, but do your best here. All ready? Go.
Oh.
Or if you don't have the space to do this, you don't need the racket. Practice the feet. Practice loading, crossing over, loading, crossing over, and resetting. 5 seconds. And time. 30-second break here. Biggest thing I want us to take away from these footwork, especially this one, is after the swing, it's really this catch of your momentum on this outside leg that allows you to recover. If you think about doing this without that, I'm off the court, I'm nowhere near the next ball. So if I'm able to stabilize myself on a difficult ball, that recovery is a lot quicker. It's easier for me to get to that next ball. All right, second round. Go. Focus on this as well, while keeping your eyes forward. Think about how this would apply on the tennis court. You wouldn't be looking at your feet while you're doing this. You would be looking at the ball. You'd be looking at your opponent. 10 seconds. And time. Very good. We're going to do another 30 seconds. We got one more round of the backhand. And the recovery is the biggest piece here. This footwork pattern is a little bit more advanced, but again, it's good to know it. It's good to be able to have a little comfort, a little confidence knowing that you can perform it, even if it is not under pressure. It's in a controlled environment and with no ball. It's totally fine. Next round, last round. 3, 2, 1, go. Good intensity here. Focus on sitting down in that outside leg. You want to feel heavy in that leg so you can push off the balls of your feet to go back into the court. It's going to be a very common thread with all the footwork patterns we do during these drills. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, take a 90-second break here. These next ones, we're going to be going for time. Again, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. However many you perform is fine. I'm going to walk you through the first one. So I'm going to use the single side, or the baseline. Sorry, I don't even know where I am. The baseline as my marker. If you have a mark on outside, or you have a line you can draw, that's fine. You don't really need it. The goal here is, again, we're switching our feet. So we're going to be going here. When I say go, you're going to move over to hit a forehand however you want. Then you're coming back to this footwork, and a backhand, and high intensity. Every time I say go, that's when you're moving to the left or the right. Your choice. You can hit forehands or backhands. Now, your footwork patterns on these swings can be anything you want. Okay? It can be the slalom step we worked on just now. It can be the step down, step through we did last week. Or it could just be however you want to do it. We got about 25 seconds here. Get used to just being ready from here. And then if you can get into that split, that's really good because then we can push off from in either direction, whether it's forehand or backhand. 10 seconds to get mentally prepped here. Ready to go. And start. So when I say go, that's when you're going to stay in this position, moving your feet until I say go. Go. There'll be a little delay, so just bear with me here. Go. 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 And time. Sorry, I think my internet was cutting out there a little bit, so we might have had a little bit of a choppiness or delay there. All right, so we'll try that again in 20 seconds. Goal here again on the rest periods. Get that heart rate down. Ten seconds. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, no.
Go. If you don't have the space, you can just keep doing the footwork in the middle here. Go. Or do it without a racket. Go. 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 3 seconds. And last one, go. Very good. Keep this as realistic as possible too when you're in this position, in that ready step. Keep both hands on the racket here. So we're not gonna hold it down. We're not gonna have only one hand on. We're gonna have here in this good ready position. 15 seconds before our last round of this. Three, 2, 1, go. Fast feet right here, and go. 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 Forehand or backhand, your choice, 10 seconds. Go. Go. And time. Go ahead and rest here. All right. So we'll go ahead and get into our core work next. So go ahead and grab your yoga mats. You won't need your rackets. We'll do about 2, 4, 6, 8 exercises here. We'll go for reps on this one, make it a little more challenging. Towel off, grab some water. Get that heart rate down, working on core next. All right, first exercise. Still got about 30 seconds left here. First exercise is a Russian twist. If you have a small weight, you can use this as well. You don't need to, you can just use your hands. So let's say I have a water bottle. I'm gonna have my feet up, my back straight here, and I'm just gonna rotate my upper body side to side. If you wanna do this without a weight, that's fine. We're just bringing our hands side to side over here. So we're running to get our chest to face each side, left to right. And we're gonna do 25 reps of that. I'll give you a little extra time on this one just so you can get set up properly and everything. There will be no breaks in between each of these exercises, so we're just going to move right along to the next one. If we end up getting ahead of you, don't worry. We'll just kind of move along. You can always do another set after we're done. If you hit 25, that's good. If you want to do a few more, that's fine too. Take breaks as needed. Next, we're going to be in that same position. And we're going to bring our hands out to the side and our feet extended out. And then we're going to bring our hands in to hug our knees, all while maintaining this balance here. So we want to get extended as far as we can here. Legs never touch the ground. So I'm here. Kind of these knee hug, leg extended core exercise here. Twenty more seconds here. Do as many reps as you can. Take a break as needed. If that is too difficult too, you can just put your hands down by your butt and extend out your feet. All right, next we're gonna get flat on our back. Remember, 3 points of contact here. Lower back, upper back, and head. And then we're gonna have our feet up. We're gonna extend, alternating. Try to hold it as a little bit longer too for an added burn. And you wanna go extending the leg as long as you maintain those 3 points of contact. Then anytime you feel like your lower back has curved and is now coming off the ground, you've extended too far. Really draw that core in, keep it tight. Ten seconds. All right, good job. We're gonna go into a plank now. We're gonna hold this one for time. If you're comfortable here in this position, go ahead and do it. If you're more comfortable here, that's fine too. Whatever you prefer. And I just want you to hold as long as you can. I'll set the timer for a minute. If you need to take a break, put your knees down, that's fine. Try to keep that back straight. Don't dip down here like this. Don't come up, let the butt rise. Keep everything nice and flat back there. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. Three, two, one, and time. Relax that core a little bit. That one's tough. All right, we're gonna go back onto our backs. I think I left the harder ones for last year. My mistake. Okay, we're gonna stay on our backs. We're gonna lift one leg while keeping the other leg off the ground. And then we're gonna switch. Go as high as you can with that upper leg. And again, while maintaining that flat lumbar spine. If that again begins to curve, we're not engaging that core the way that we should be. They're probably my least favorite, so I apologize for making you all do them. But it's a great core exercise. So let's give you about 15 more seconds on this one. Take a break as needed. Only up as high as your flexibility or mobility allows you to, but this is mainly a core strength exercise. You're not really able to get that leg up. This is a good one to keep working on that strength. All right, go ahead and rest. And we're gonna go into leg lifts. Similar exercise, but we're gonna go both legs. So this one, hands flat at your side. We're gonna bring our feet up. Heels never touch the ground. If you wanna make this more challenging, you can add the upper body portion and do a V up. About 15 more seconds. Do as many reps as you can. This is a challenging core exercise. And it's supposed to be after doing the work we did today. And time. Go ahead and rest. Last 3. Go ahead and stay on your back. They're all variations of pretty much the same thing. But again, this is why we do them back to back. So we're gonna go now into a dead bug or dying bug. We've done these before. It's an opposite arm, opposite leg. With that core braced. Those 3 points of contact. And then we're alternating arms and hands. There we go. Don't think about this as going too fast. If it feels too easy, again, check those 3 points of contact, check your speed, check your bracing. Should be a little challenging. Do about 8 to 12 on each side.
Hey, Adam, I've got to jump off.
No worries.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming.
I'll get my video working next time.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for
Bye,
coming.
girls.
All right, last 2. We're going to be back on back prone again. So we're on our stomachs. We're going to go into this plank position. Easier is going to be a wider stance here. Harder is going to be narrower. So what I'm going to do is keep that water bottle or something in front of me, and I'm going to reach to touch that while maintaining that good core or the good plank position. Too challenging, or you can go here. Yeah, I'm not wobbling as much. If I go narrower, a lot harder to maintain that core position. So challenge yourself, but also don't break form. Again, about 8 to 12 on each side on those. Coming up on our last minute here, get into our last exercise. So go ahead and wrap those up. Another 20 seconds or so. All right, this last one is one of my favorite ones. Great for your spine. as long as you follow that strict form. So again, I want to keep that almost that flat back here as if I was laying on the ground. It's just similar to the dead bug. I'm now supporting myself with my right hand and my left knee, and extending the opposite or the other arm and leg out. If you're on a yoga mat, try to stay in line with the yoga mat. So my leg isn't coming out, my arm isn't coming out. I'm staying straight ahead, keeping everything in line as if there were walls up here next to me. Keep your head down so your spine stays neutral. You don't want to be here where that spine is no longer in neutral position. 8 to 12 on each side. Give you another 20 seconds. And time. All right, ladies, you survived another one. Great job. I'll let you do your cool down, your stretching on your own. But that's something we'll kind of explore in our next mobility workout. We'll end up doing some more stretches that will help, something we can do kind of on a daily basis, but something we can also do as a cool down after each workout.